The Bitcoin price has seen a massive break to the downside, and I told you that there was a high probability for this to potentially occur. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, we are potentially on the brink of yet another massive move to the downside. So we must discuss, is it possible that right here, right now, we could be seeing some micro bullish action, potentially looking for a bounce back up towards resistance, or does it more so look like we are ready to just potentially drop deep down into the crypto abyss? All of this and more here on today's stream. So let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. So let's not waste any time and get right down to it. Now, if you are subscribed to this channel, then this drop should not have come as a surprise to you, because on my last stream I said, folks, watch out for this very important trend line here at about 45,500. This was our local micro support, and if we lost it, well, obviously, folks, I said that we could drop all the way down into my green box of historic macro confluence for the Bitcoin price. And what do you know? This is exactly where we dropped it down to, and now we have to discuss where this could potentially be headed. As all of my subscribers would know, on my last stream I pointed out that we did have a possible reconfirmation of a bearish alligator cross here, seeing this green line cross below both the red and the blue, confirming this bearish downtrend that we've been in. And what do you know, folks? Bang! To a T, we saw the bearish cross here, consolidated for several days, and then whoopsies, the trapdoor opened and we plunged deep down into the crypto abyss. I just wanted to point out that there it is again, seeing this strong confirmation come in on the alligator indicator. We saw the bearish cross all the way back up there in late November. We plunged. We saw the reconfirmation here in January. We plunged. And of course, from the opposite perspective, we saw a hard cross here in October to the upside, and we ripped to a new all-time high. The Williams alligator here, in my opinion, is still one of my favorite indicators, and right now it is definitely still showing a bearish bias here on the one-day time frame. Let's get this crypto. The other indicator I showed on my last stream, if you're subscribed here, was the Keltner channels indicator here on the one-day time frame. And I said, folks, watch out for the upper percentile of this band here, the upper half, to potentially act as resistance if we are going to confirm this to be a bear trend, right? A serious, sustained bear trend. What do you know? There it is. We found resistance. And now here's the big critical part. We broke through the bottom of the band again. This is not what you want to see from a bullish perspective. From a bullish perspective, what you want to see is the price action continuing to break above the top band and then find support when we find corrections into the bottom half of the band. Right now, we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing continued breaks to the downside, and when we get back up into the top half of the band, we're finding rejection. So this, to me, folks, is an absolute warning shot fired. And more than anything else, right now, we are getting a ton of information here suggesting that, hey, this downtrend may be for real. And if so, we may not even be anywhere near close to done yet, but we'll discuss that more in a few moments. So as it stands right now, if Bitcoin is to see a bounce back up, watch out closely, folks, for the upper half of this band. Now, in just a few seconds, we're going to talk about these red lines right here and why I have them drawn. Just keep in mind that right now, the upper half of this band is basically between 45,500 and 50,000 flat. So watch out for potential resistance in that area if we are to see the Bitcoin price bounce back in this upcoming week. So before we discuss any more indicators, let's talk about these red lines that I have drawn right here. Oh, and I forgot to say, if you haven't already, just give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm if you're enjoying. Thank you for that thumbs up. And if you're brand new, welcome to the most must-see and most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis show on YouTube, period. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss my next upload. Welcome to the channel. So these red lines that I have drawn here, Quite simply, they are local/micro support and resistance levels. And right now, folks, keyword if, we are to see Bitcoin bounce off this range, watch from this trend line perspective for potential resistance around 45,500. And or if we are to see a touch around this downward sloping resistance line, I mean, just keep it on your radar. This right here for me has a ton of touch points on it. Sure, we did break above it once right here, but we do have a ton of resistance peaks all along the line. So just draw that on your own chart and watch out for it, okay? Now here on the 1-day technical ratings indicator, we can see here that we were seeing a ton of bearish momentum, right? And I warned you guys about this. I said, folks, yes, we are seeing a slight little breakout here, but it could wind up being a fake out because we haven't really seen any sustained blue bullish momentum. And in fact, we dropped right back into the red. But if you notice now what's happening here, folks, is we are starting to create a bullish divergence. Now, keep it in mind, this is very, very short term, right? But you can see that we have a low and a lower low on the price, and we have a low and a higher low on the indicator. This is a bullish divergence, folks. And the interesting part here is that it is an absolute confluence with this green box of multi-month historic confluence for Bitcoin. Tons of resistance and support built all along this level. Is it going to be enough right now that we're finding that this little micro bullish divergence here is going to be enough to pop Bitcoin back into an uptrend? Only time will tell, but right now for me, folks, I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This to me does not look good at all. And I told you that on last stream. Everybody here loved to berate the Don. Kirby, you just don't understand. You can do that all you want. I told you on last stream that if we drop below 45,000, watch out below, because all of the indicators that I give importance to were all showing that we were heavily favored towards the bearish side. And if we lost local support, that it was going to be a problem. And what do you know? Bang, the trap door opened and we dropped deep down into the crypto abyss. Right now, the indicators that I still give a ton of importance to have a bearish bias here. It's just that right now in the short term, look at where we are, right? If, in my opinion, if there were any spot in this chart for the bulls to potentially look to come back in to try and revive this trend, it would be right here between 42,000 and 38,000. Let's get this crypto. I hope that you enjoy the realness here, folks. I mean, this is not your usual channel, right? This is not what you hear on all these other channels. They talk about things like the Federal Reserve, the printer goes burr, Bitcoin, it's the best store of value, it's going to 1 million one day. Well, on this channel, we try and look at the charts and let the charts show us what the reality of the short-term situation is so we can potentially crush it and get this crypto. And I really do hope that you appreciate that. So now that I've gotten all of the technical mumbo jumbo out of the way, I just want to really have a conversation about what's going on here, right? Are we really in a sustained downtrend, or does this more so look like a possible correction, just like we had over here before we move to a new all-time high? And of course, right, this is not a crystal ball prediction. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen in these markets, folks. What we're looking for is a perceived edge. We're looking at the data in the chart. Where are the indicators showing us the momentum is potentially at? Where are we seeing the possible buy pressure come back in at? Where are the support and resistance lines, etc., right? So right now, for me, this Keltner channel indicator is really telling of the times. And what I mean by that is that we're seeing sustained drops below the bottom band, and we're seeing sustained resistance at the top of the band. I mean, sure, at some point this will change. It's inevitable that this will change. But this is what you see in a changing trend. And until proven otherwise now, this is the trend that we have. And we really only dropped below the band once That was over here, right? So we had it, we were trading towards the bottom of it. Then we dropped below and we had to await to see the response next time we tested up into the top half, right? To give us the true picture of what's going on. So we traded below. Up here, this was very hard to judge because yes, we did get into the top band, but did we really, right? How much weight were you putting on this? This was all just one move down. Very hard to put a ton of weight on that. We then dropped below. This here, folks, was the real, in my opinion, the first real confirmation, especially testing up into this red box range here and in the top half of the Keltner channel band, and then seeing the rejection, and not only seeing the rejection, but then dropping below the bottom half of the Keltner channel band again. This is serious now, in my opinion, right? So we have a clear-cut picture now until proven otherwise. The trend right now is bearish, in my opinion. We're dropping below the band, and right now, until proven otherwise, right, we should be expecting some potential resistance to come in if Bitcoin does bounce right in between these two lines right here, which I pointed out earlier in the video, between 45,500 and about 50,000 flat at the time of recording. Now, this whole range has been very, very difficult to play from a trading perspective. So much whipsaw, chop, and volatility, and just weeks of nothing, moving sideways, stop loss hunting, liquidations galore. I mean, this has just been utterly a mess here, folks. And I'm actually very, very happy that finally we've had some type of development here on this Keltner channels indicator, which I personally love, and it's one of my favorites, that we are now having this area here to potentially target as a bearish resistance zone, as we now have had several confirmations that this trend is looking like, at least for the time being, the momentum is down. Like I said earlier, this could change at any given moment. Past performance does not indicate future results. I just personally, from a speculative standpoint, like that right now, this target range here, from a bearish perspective to possibly short or see people, speculators come in and sell off at this range, is way more concrete now than it was right here or right here. And to me, that is a very nice thing. Let's get this crypto. So right now, folks, I hope that you can see where my head is at, how I'm thinking about this market, how I'm looking at things. I know I haven't uploaded over the past several days, but the truth of the matter is in the last stream, I pointed out exactly what I thought was going to potentially happen if we drop below 45K. And that was that we were going to drop into the target box range here, in the green box between 42.5 and 38,000, potentially find support, and then we'd take it from there. So here we are, folks, back inside the belly of the beast. So I'm going to be taking this day by day here, looking to potentially crush the next market move to the best of my ability. Like I said, this range has been very, very difficult. Personally, I have really not been doing much of anything in here, folks, as it's just been very, very difficult. That's why I was pointing out how much I appreciate this Keltner channel indicator right now, as finally I have personally an area to target here for potential resistance coming in. We have these trend lines here, this confluence, this red box range up here. So if we are in a downtrend, I mean, it's only natural that there would be bounce backs, relief rallies, right? Actually corrections to the upside, just like there are corrections to the downside in a bull market, right? There are corrections to the upside in bear markets. Okay, so if we are to see a bounce, it's nice to have areas to look at for speculative potential short plays or areas for taking profits, things of that nature. So I really like what I'm seeing there right now, that for me, I have a definitive target range here to potentially act upon, to potentially crush this market and get this crypto. And of course, I will be keeping you all exclusively updated with all of my real-time entry ideas, trade setup ideas, strategy ideas, potential take profit ideas, everything just like that in real time, exclusively in VIP. If you're not already in my VIP, seriously, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Folks, do not miss my next important real-time VIP trade setup idea and alert. Let's go. And on that note, if you did enjoy here today, all I ask for is a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that thumbs up. And if you're brand new, welcome to the most must-see and most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis show on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss my next important upload. Welcome to the channel. And until next time, I will see you right now in VIP. Do not miss my next important VIP trade setup idea and alert. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and before I forget, don't fall for any of the fake Kirby accounts posting down in the comment section. They create fake accounts with a nearly identical username and logo to mine, then they reply to your comments with phone numbers and email addresses trying to get you to contact them. You can see several examples on your screen right now. Do not contact these people. So here's how you can verify that it's my actual real account. It's very simple. When you're watching a video on my channel, my real account will always have a gray nameplate behind my name. I also have a verified checkmark from YouTube. And just to make it even more obvious that it's me, I always leave a creator heart on my comments. Only the channel owner can leave a creator heart. So if you see the heart plus the gray background and the verified checkmark, you know that it's me. If you don't see those things, then it's obviously a fake account. It's as simple as that. They're also creating fake accounts over on Telegram now. So if you are ready to become a VIP, do not go on Telegram and search Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP. You're going to find all fake results. My group is private. When you search that in the search bar, you're getting public results. They're all fake. They're all imposters. So if you're ready to join VIP, the only way to do so is to click the link either in the pinned comment or in the description of my video. If you search for Crypto Kirby or Crypto Kirby VIP anywhere else, you're going to be getting in contact with a fake. Only use the links in either the pinned comment or the description of my official video. Stay safe and stay smart, my friends. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.